The blacks of the internet are... There's a subset of black people that are racist. Crazy, I know. Black people being racist? Never heard of it before. Not even in a dream.
I believe if you're not spending your literal entire life dismantling racism, then you're contributing to its continuation.
So today we're gonna be addressing the rumors, the allegagas, and figure out if I am indeed a racist or not. Spoilers! I am! Before we get into it, please do not forget to hit the like button, hit the dislike button, subscribe, unsubscribe, and share it to all your friends and enemies so I can be your master and you can be racist. Let's get into it. We got the best braids! And then it has a photo of like white people saying they got the best braids. And then the next one says, "Don't copy my flow." Oh, damn, beautiful, wow. I just wonder why there's an American flag here, because America is not Africa, which means that the braids, right, these braids did not come from America. Therefore, America, in a sense, is copying Africa's flow. So why are they doing that? They should stop it. Nonsense. I have tried to be patient, to be reasonable. I have tried to be nuanced, to not generalize and judge a whole subset based on the faults of a fucking few. But whenever I notice a correlation, I cannot help but causation. Like, what is this? At my school, a white girl was wearing braids, and the creator of this video or slideshow was like, "I hope her hair fell out." Okay, wow. We're here being evil. We're here being evil people. And you're black, and I'm black. I don't want to be associated with you. Because of you, I don't like being black. I find this very ill-pitched, very childish. It's what a 12-year-old girl will do, and I'll just instantly forgive because, like, you're 12. But you're 12 times 5. You should not be having this mentality. Like, you should not, people that's your age should not be allowed to post stuff like this. Like, I will literally say brain rot and then TikTok will give me a fucking strike. But people are allowed to be blatantly stupid like this on TikTok and nothing's going to happen. Like, wow. Oh god. The worst part is always the ones that are not even like black. Like, the ones that are not African, right? You know, these people that are always talking about like braids are cultural appropriation if a white person wears it. They're always the ones that are like Americans, right? Black people that are not even from the descendants of slavery. Just like, no, you're not even an African, and braids came from Africa, so like it's actually African culture. You yourself, you're not even an African, so what business do you have talking? Is it because of your skin color? If it's like that, that's textbooks racism. Like, are you mad? And considering the fact that cornrows and Dutch braids and French braids look like they're just the same thing. It's just because of cornrows now is like more than 2. It can be more than 2, right? But Dutch braids are only 2 and French braids are only 2. But it can still be grouped in the same category. And also because cornrows have like slavery significance, even though it's not that's not where they originated from. They've been doing cornrows even before that time and after that time as well, from so many other nations and cultures. But like, you guys, every small thing always begins and ends from slavery. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. I bet you to God in heaven like this. If you all go scroll through those comments, you'll see like at least 100 that are like, "Oh yeah, from slavery. That's why white people should not wear it." As if white people have never gone through slavery before. Now imagine if the roles were reversed for a second. We largely know that white people basically invented like the Victorian nightgowns, cottagecore, and whatever the fuck. If a white person did exactly the same thing this person did here, they would be called racist. Rightfully so, because like culture, it's not something you hold in your hands and hide from the world. If it was like that, then nothing would be shared. We would not even be able to learn English language or French or Italian or Igbo, any language in this world. We would not be able to dress anyhow. We would not be able to like interact with any other community at all. In fact, we would not even be able to have any sort of community because nobody is willing to share their ideas. Nobody is willing to share their ways of life. If nobody was able to do that, then there's no need for it to even be created. Culture will be shared. Deal with it. Now, I made a video which basically exposed the ridiculousness of white people getting braids, because before it was unacceptable. In fact, it was taboo. If you were a white person wearing braids, you were culturally appropriating. You were literally the devil. So like, when I discovered, please work actively, because like that's what I'm going to call them, because not every black person is like this, not every African American black person is like this, just like one specific subset of people, like 10 people like this, but they're always making noise, they're always shouting. Like, it drives me to the fucking wall. So like, these people will just come out from nowhere and start telling you, now if you're white and you're wearing braids, it's evil, you're actually cultural appropriating, you're being insensitive to black people that went through slavery, right? So like, these people will come out and we're saying this thing until they not discovered that Dutch braids exist, French braids exist, Vikings had braids. Then I said, okay, you can have those braids, but box braids is still a no-no, cornrows are still a no-no, because why the fuck? But then when you look into it, I see that Dutch braids and French braids look almost the same, and cornrows can be like 2 in number. You're like, what is the difference? What is the fucking difference? So if see now, if you're white for instance, and then you now want to get Dutch braids 1, 2, you can get it. But if you do 1, 2, 3, cultural appropriation, racist, insensitive, go to fucking hell. That's that doesn't make any sense. So like a black person now, if not I'm black, right? And if I come out tomorrow and be like, okay, I want to do like 2, which is looks like Dutch braids, looks like French braids, 2 cornrows. If I say let me do that one, am I culturally appropriating white people? Nah, this whole culture war just makes me so annoyed. I feel like it's all bullshit, because at the end of the day, a cornrow is just a plait in a row. 3 strands plaits in a row, and then having more than one is more than one cornrow. Therefore, like 2 cornrows, 3, 4, 5, and usually black people or most people opt for the protective style of having more than 5, like 5, 10, all of stuff. So that's where it's called cornrows. It looks like corn, and then people are not saying, well, it's because of the time when they were in the slave trade and they had to like make it into maps or hide rice into their hair, and that's why it's called cornrow. Where is the correlation of that? Where is the correlation that because of they had to like build maps, that's why it's called cornrow? Are you stupid? Does that make any sense to you? Or because of they had to hide rice, that's why it's called cornrow? That makes no sense. That the more logical explanation is that it looks like corn, and it's not a bad thing, bro. It's okay. You are going to live. Not everything has to be defined by the slavery. So like French braids and Dutch braids, they all look the same. Cornrows is just like the god, and then the Dutch braids, the French braids, and then other types of braids I'm not going to mention are like the disciples. So cornrows can be any number. Dutch braids are 2, French braids are 2, other braids are whatever. So like it's the same thing. If you're black and you want Dutch braids, nobody should crucify you. If you're white and you want cornrows, nobody should crucify you. At the end of the day, they are just braids. It's just hair. I don't care what you want to say about it. I don't care what kind of spiritual importance you want to attach to it. It's all still just hair. These are flat dead cells that are coming out from your head that you're trying to manage. It's your crown. Everybody should be allowed to do what they want to do with their hair, so long as they're not hurting anybody, so long as they're not killing themselves. Why do you care? If you care so much about somebody doing that stuff with their hair, you're a racist. Admit it and then forgive yourself from there. No matter what you tell me, you cannot convince me that somebody saying that white people can't get braids is not because of racism. Because now you're assuming, right, that anybody that is white has to have had a tie with a black person being a slave, and you're also assuming that every person that comes out of their womb with melanin in their skin that is dark in color, all of them have to have gone through this transatlantic slave trade, which is like miles away from the truth. I'm black. I never, nobody in my ancestry went through the transatlantic slave trade. Like some people that say this, they are black. They never went through the sort of slavery. They went through the sort of suffering. I feel like it's like a spit at the suffering that these people have to go through by saying that somebody cannot wear braids because of they use it as map. Are you high? Are you? In conclusion, braids have always existed. They have always transcended beyond time. They have existed within white, black, Asian, Caucasian, Asian, all sorts of races towards time. So culture is not something you can hold in your hand, clench in your fist, and hide away from the world. It's light. You can't hold it. It's just everywhere. Everybody can look at it if they have the eyes to see. Therefore, it's not your job to come and say that someone is stealing from you. Someone cannot steal what you didn't own before. So unless you get off your high horse and deal with that fact, I will always and continue to be racist and anti-black, because apparently it's hateful to speak the truth.